The year 2022 is coming to an end. One Piece has been on a roller coaster ride all year with the events of Wano and the One Piece film movie and all of the things that happened post Wano. One Piece has had one hell of a 2022, but unfortunately it's coming to an end. So the question is, how will Oda end 2022? What's up, y'all? This your boy, the Black Kakashi, and I'm here with another One Piece video. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to help Luffy become the Pirate King as he gets ready for 2023. And if you enjoyed the video as well. Now, as I mentioned, today I'm going to be talking about or theorizing on how Oda is going to end 2022 with One Piece, because you always want to end with a bang. So now Oda, how is Oda going to end One Piece for 2022? If you read the recent chapter of One Piece, then you know what was going on in Egghead. Kizaru's getting ready to pull up. Bartholomew's probably coming to pull up as well. Luffy and Lucy are fighting. Ciper Pol is going wild on Egghead, trying to kill Vegapunk and possibly try to pull up on the other Straw Hats as well. Things is getting out of hand. So with all of this in mind, how is Oda going to end it? I think this one might be a cap, but I personally hope this happens. I hope Kizaru pulls up, because I think that Kizaru probably won't make it to Egghead until next month in January, into the new year. I think he won't make it till January, but I hope I'm wrong, because I want Oda to remind everybody to stop playing with Kizaru's name. Oda has been teasing Kizaru since the beginning of Wano, man. And people have been downplaying him. Kizaru literally said he was ready to pull up on Wano and fight Kaido and Big Mom to shut down their alliance. And Akainu told him to chill, told him to fall back. It ain't our time yet. And what does he do at post Wano? What does he do at the end of what is he getting ready to do? Once Akainu heard that Luffy and Lucy and Ciper Pol was getting ready to kill Vegapunk, Akainu was literally about to go tell Kizaru to go over there and pull up and stop that from happening. But Kizaru was already going there anyway, so Kizaru said, man, you stopped me from greatness before, you're not stopping me again. I'm going there whether you want me to or not. I'm going to put a stop. I'm stopping somebody. And I want Kizaru to go off. I want Kizaru to go off like he did in Sabaody when he was a damn threat. When he was, I don't want to say a threat, he's always a threat. When he was terrifying. When that man put the fear of God in me when he was demolishing the Straw Hats and the freaking and the Supernovas. I want that fear back. That's what I want. I want Kizaru to bring that fear back, to remind these people what time it is when Kizaru is on the scene. And that's all I want. I want Kizaru to go off and just demolish Ciper Pol. I don't care which member of Ciper Pol get washed. Practically, I want him to wash them all, and maybe fight a Straw Hat or two, but mostly get rid of Ciper Pol, because Luffy one-shotting Lucy is not going to be a thing, at least not yet, I suppose. But that's all for another day. One of the things that I would love to happen in the final chapter of One Piece for the year for 2022 is Kizaru at least arriving at Egghead, or at least show like a panel of him making his way there. I would be satisfied with either one of those three choices. Kizaru pulling up and showing people what time it is, Kizaru arriving at Egghead, or at least showing a panel of Kizaru to let us know that he's close by. Another thing that I would like to see before we end 2022, probably the conclusion of Luffy versus Lucy. I'm not saying that Lucy will get dog walked by Luffy right now. I mean, he probably will, because you know when some people fight the main antagonist early on in the story, you don't think that they're gonna level up or nothing, but you know they do. Some do. Like Lucy was a threat to Luffy back in Water 7. Now hold on, I'm not saying that Lucy is a threat now, because he ain't. Let's get that twisted. With Luffy's devil fruit and being a revelation of the gods and all that stuff, there's no way Lucy is touching this man. Is not touching this man. At least like he was back in Water 7. Water 7 in Enies Lobby. He ain't on that level. He's not on that level. You can put a gun to my head, I'll tell you straight up. Lucy is not that guy. Lucy is a slave. He is a house slave. He ain't a field slave. He's a house slave. He sucks off the celestial dragons more than anybody in the story of One Piece. More than the world government, more than the people, more than anybody in the story of One Piece. Nobody sucks off the celestial dragons more than Lucy. And that's pure facts. Lucy versus Luffy, I would love to see the conclusion of that, and just to see, just to shut some people up. Just to be honest, just to shut some people up, because some people probably think that Lucy is up there. Just because Lucy gave him that work in Enies Lobby does not mean he gonna give him that work now. I mean, yeah, he hanging for a couple panels right now, but he's getting dropped. He's getting dropped. I would love to see him get dropped at the end in the final chapter of 2022. I would love to see him get dropped. But that's what I want. I want Lucy to get dropped. Just to shut some people up. That's all. I want Lucy to get dropped. Another thing that I want to conclude the year is Lucy getting dropped by Luffy, or at least the final conclusion of the Lucy versus Luffy fight. Because I just want to see some chaos. That's all I want to see. Because for people to be riding Lucy like this,
I literally got that nigga dick in your mouth right now. I see it.
I mean, he's awakened. I forgot to mention that his devil fruit's fully awakened now, so he ain't no bum like he was back in Enies Lobby. But he's up. He's a guy now. He's not that guy. He's a guy now. Let's just say that he's a guy. For number 3. Something else that I would love to happen for the final chapter of One Piece for this year would have to be, it gotta be Shanks related. I'm sorry. I need to see Shanks one more time. I remember back when Oda said that Shanks was getting ready to make his move in the year 2022. I was basically balls to the walls, excited, just patiently waiting to see Shanks again. We didn't see this man Shanks for like 6 months, more than 6 months. Shanks didn't start making his move until the end of Wano. Like at first I thought the One Piece film Red movie was supposed to be Shanks making his move, but that wasn't the case, because that was literally the only thing they showed at first. The One Piece film Red, that's the only thing they showed at first. And then, as the months went on, and once we got to the end of Wano, that's when we found out Shanks making his move. But I would love to see him make one more move. I don't care what it is, man. I would love to see Shanks make one more move. I mean, we saw him flex on the admirals with his Conqueror's Haki from miles away. He flexed on them so bad that he had to run. Kizaru, I'm saying Kizaru. Green Bull was shook. he felt that Haki and said, nah, man, I don't want that smoke. I don't want that smoke with y'all. I'm gonna let y'all be. I'm gonna just go on by my business. Akainu said I was just dealing with the Straw Hats. He ain't say nothing about Shanks, so let me just chill. And Shanks said he was going to find the One Piece. Like from that standpoint, for a character like Shanks, who only shows up for hype moments and who is hardly seen in the story, that's probably the most we've seen of Shanks in One Piece in a single year, if I'm being honest. If you've been reading One Piece since the beginning of times, let me know if I'm capping on that we've seen Shanks a lot more in the manga in this year than any time in general. I'm probably capping on that as I'm saying it, but I feel like it has, because we've seen Shanks multiple times in the story this year. Another thing that I would love to see, this one probably won't happen, but I'm gonna just throw it in there anyway. I would love to see Sabo again, because I really want to know. I know he's alive, but I would really like to see a confirmation on if he's alive or not. But you know how how Oda does his stories. He drops some big bomb and then won't find out the results of it until like towards like the end of the end of the arc, or at least like the middle half of the arc. We've seen this in Wano, we've seen this in Dressrosa, we've seen this in previous arcs. Something big happens, and then we go focus back to the main story and won't find the results out until like the end of the story. So hopefully we don't have to wait till the end of the story, or the end of the arc. I'm sorry for saying arc. I'm sorry for saying story. I meant arc. But we find out at the end of the arc or the middle of the arc or what's going on and stuff like that. I hope it don't come to that, because I would really love to see these characters. I love to see Sabo again. I would love to see how he reacts to damn near getting killed, getting his head blown off. Not his head blown off, but his whole body disintegrated. I would love to see that. That would be a really good thing to find out, if how he reacted to that, because I'm still blown away from that, man. Because M-sama is him. I've been telling people M-sama is that guy. He's the most dangerous person in One Piece at the moment, and he still is. I've been saying this for a while now. M-sama is the most dangerous person in One Piece right now. This man dropping tactical nukes on people. How can you not be any more dangerous than that? Now this next one is a stretch, but this one would be so crazy. This one would be so crazy, man. I don't want to give into this one, because I don't think that it would actually happen, or he would actually join this group. But what if Doflamingo getting broken out of prison, getting broken out of Impel Down? Doflamingo getting broken out of Impel Down in the final chapter of One Piece for the year 2022 would absolutely be crazy. It would be crazy. Could you imagine that happening, and that just being the end of the last final? I can't even say what I want to say, because of how crazy it would be. Just to have Doflamingo broken out of prison, man, broken out of Impel Down, all the way at the bottom of the freaking planet, the freaking ocean this man is at. And you mean to tell me that somebody would actually break him out, even have the balls to break him out, even have the tool set to do that? And the group that I'm talking about is Buggy's group. I forgot the name of the squad. Cross Guile. That's it. Cross Guile. The Cross Guile breaking out freaking Doflamingo. Could you imagine if they actually broke out Doflamingo? I actually said that after the Cross Guild was revealed. I was like, what if they added Doflamingo to their team? That would be so freaking crazy. You know, I don't really see it happening, but Doflamingo ain't gonna turn down being free, so I'll give him that. But if that was to happen, like, this is just all speculations, man. I don't see the Doflamingo one is probably the only one that I cannot see happening in this chapter. That's the only one that I can possibly not see happening. Doflamingo being released from Impel Down, getting broken out of Impel Down and joining Cross Guild. That's the only one on the list that I can't believe. Kizaru, I can believe. Luffy versus Lucy, I can believe. Shanks, as much as I would like to, it's kind of iffy. Sabo, I would love to find out. That one's 50-50 too. But Doflamingo, I don't see that happening. There's no way. If Doflamingo happens, I swear I'm gonna flip out. I'm gonna flip out and make a video so freaking fast, man. If that really happened, I would lose my mind. If that really happened, if Doflamingo popped up in the chapter. But you know what would be funny? If Luffy actually somehow got dropped by Lucy, that would actually be pretty funny. There's so many things that could happen. There's so many things that could happen in this last chapter of 2022 with One Piece. There's so many things you can speculate on what would happen and what you would love to happen, but it's all up to Oda. So let me know in the comments on what you think will happen, on what you speculate or hope to happen at the end of this chapter, because I, for one, I'm just one man. I can't think of every single thing. I would really love to hear what other people think on what they think will happen in the final chapter for 2022. So, like always, thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.